Hello, welcome to lifeup, another great opportunity to share great information with you. Today, I'll go straight to the point, going to tell you two important documents you need if you wish to travel to Canada as a permanent resident, or if you're applying through any of the permanent resident stream. There are two important documents that you need. So thank you. If you find what I'm doing useful and it interests you, and if not subscribed, please do well to subscribe, like the videos, and share for others to get the information needed to travel abroad. At Life App, we tell you the information that you need to make your decision if you wish to travel abroad. When coming to Canada, if you want to travel to Canada, there are like temporary resident, and then we have permanent resident. If you talk of the temporary resident, those who are coming to Canada for a short time, like you coming to visit, you coming to study, you coming to work. So that is like visitor's visa, work permit, let me say study permit, like all those are permit that will be given to you. Actually, in the actual sense, even if the study permit, work permit, visitors record, temporary resident permit, like you can't use that to travel. You still they'll give you a visitor visa if you get any of those things. So those are temporary. So you are not required, immigration does not require much from you. If you applied for school and then you get admitted in a school, they don't require much from you. I think the only document that you have to add up to your application will be the, what do you call it, the medical records that they'll ask you to go and do it. Yep. And then if you get a work permit, they don't require a lot from you because your offering of employment, if it is LMI exempt, you get all those things from your employers. Visitors record to the same thing. You only prove that you are coming to visit and you go back for the visitor visa. But if you tend to apply for a permanent resident, there are two basic documents that you need. That is your language test. That is your language test. And then educational credential assessment, ECA. These two documents, you need it. Even if you came here, like if you apply for a permanent resident, you need to prove those two documents, either through the express entry or through PMP. You need to provide those documents. So most people start their application without providing those documents, and then it doesn't help out. So today, just telling you your UCA educational credential assessment is very important. In the UCA, you don't do anything, you only apply, and then your foreign degree, diploma, or certificate, you send your transcripts to them, and then they evaluate it in the Canadian standard. And then immigration check that. And then your language test. The language test is not English proficiency that you can get from your university. It's a test that you need to write. So these two documents are very important. And then most immigration pathway, the language test, they require you to get a certain score. They require you to get a certain score. So this is very important. I explained earlier on because some people would say, oh, you don't need it to travel. It's true, you don't need it to get your study permit. You don't need it to get your Work permit, you don't need it to get your visitor's record, but if you want to get the permanent residence, you need it. So it's very, very important. I always advise, so if your plan is to continuously search for job that will give you permanent residence, continuously, like you want to get a permanent residency in Canada, then you have to have your ECA. It expires, I think, 2 years. It expires within 2 years or so. Yeah, I think so. IELTS also, the English language test also expires. So you have to look at the time you are writing those tests and then put it in. If you have these two documents, your chances of getting any of the permanent resident pathway is very clear, especially the PMP. Is PMP. So I know a lot of people are asking about how can I move to Canada? How can I do this? How can I do this? Yes, you need to get those documents. If you have not watched my video on First Thing First, please look for that video on the playlist and watch that. I've explained the first things that you need to know or you need to do. So thank you. I'm not saying much on this. You need your ECA, you need your language test. They are very, very important documents that you need. Well, if you have any question, do not hesitate to contact lifeup. We'll be glad to assist you with your question, not with your application, but with your question and then all the necessary information that we will help you with. We encourage you to do your application yourself, but if you need any assistance, we will help you. Thank you. See you next time. If you have not subscribed, do well to subscribe. Bye.